The call came while I was burning intel, papers curling into black ash, words vanishing into smoke. My hands were steady, my mind cold, until the phone cut through the silence. A voice I recognized, but not like this. My son's teacher. Broken, shaking. He drank it. They forced him. The mayor's nephew. He made your boy swallow bleach. He's barely alive. Her words were knives, sinking deep, twisting with each pause. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. Then my commander stepped into the room. He saw my face. He didn't ask. He just listened as I repeated it. Slowly. Deadly. The color drained from him. The mayor? His tone was low, but his eyes were already flames. The same mayor protecting traffickers? He walked to the vault. Metal groaned. He set the key in my hand. Make it biblical. I didn't argue. I didn't blink. I packed. Not for war. For justice. For bloodline-level justice. Hospitals smell of bleach. Fitting. My son lay pale, lips cracked, tubes in his veins. His chest rose shallow, like each breath begged permission. He didn't look at me when I touched his hand. Maybe he couldn't. Maybe he was already halfway gone. But she was there, my wife, eyes red, mascara streaked, pretending she hadn't known, pretending she hadn't heard, pretending this wasn't her fault. Because I had seen the message on her phone weeks ago. The mayor's number, saved under another name. Late-night exchanges, cryptic words. I'd dismissed it, told myself it was harmless, that my mind was paranoid, conditioned by years of intelligence work. That betrayal was a disease of my profession, not my home. But seeing her now, hovering too close, voice breaking only when others listened, I felt the fracture inside me deepen. The bleach wasn't an accident. My son wasn't collateral. He was a warning. And warnings always start with whispers at home. I didn't storm. I didn't scream. That's what men without patience do. Instead, I moved with silence, with precision. Her phone, unlocked while she showered. Messages deleted, but never truly gone. I pulled fragments, screenshots, dates. The mayor's nephew mentioned. My wife laughing. Don't worry, he's harmless. He'll do as told. My blood ran cold. She had placed my boy in their orbit. I checked bank accounts, transfers, small at first, then larger. A second phone in her purse, calls at night when she thought I was asleep. Every piece fit together like a noose tightening. And still, I stayed calm, smiling when needed, visiting my son daily, speaking softly to the doctors, shaking hands with nurses. But each night, I built a file. Not on the mayor, not on his nephew, on her. Because corruption outside doesn't kill you. Betrayal inside does. The truth came in ink. Bank records, pulled through contacts who owed me favors. Call logs, traced and printed. Photos, time-stamped, undeniable. Her name beside his. Transactions, conversations. The mayor funding her through shell accounts. I laid it all out on the kitchen table one night. No words, just papers. She walked in, freezing as her eyes caught the first page. Her lips parted, ready for denial. I slid the last sheet across the wood. Stop, I said. Just one word. Her mouth trembled, her eyes watered. Not guilt, fear. I didn't shout, I didn't strike. I simply watched the collapse. The realization she'd been seen, dissected, exposed. The walls didn't need to close in. I already had. The mayor thought he owned the night. His nephew thought bleach could silence bloodlines. My wife thought betrayal would remain hidden. They all forgot who I was before the accountant mask. I made one call. My old crew still kept Dock 47 stocked. Barrels, acid, history. She thought she was meeting the mayor's handler there. Her phone told her so. My hands made sure of it. When she arrived, I didn't speak. I only pointed. The barrels were open. The stench heavy. Her knees buckled. She begged. I didn't touch her, didn't raise my voice. You were supposed to protect him, I whispered. Her sobs echoed against steel drums as the crew closed in. I walked out before the lid sealed. Back at the hospital, my son stirred. His eyes fluttered, alive, fragile but alive. I held his hand, my grip firm, grounding. No one else sat beside us. No lies, no whispers. The mayor's bloodline would pay its own debt in time. Corruption always eats itself. I didn't need to force it, but betrayal in my house had already been dealt with. I kissed my boy's forehead and whispered, "You're safe now." Inside, I knew safety was a myth, but clarity wasn't, and clarity is colder than revenge. I walked out of that hospital into the night, lighter than I'd felt in years, because love can be broken, trust can be poisoned, but betrayal can be burned clean.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.